Hi, this is Olivia Elgin, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Testmoz.com website. So this is basically a resource that teachers can use to create their own tests and quizzes that can be accessed using any link, using any device, Android, iOS, computer, iPad, or tablet in order to access a test that then records students' answers and grades and reports that all back to the teacher. So this website actually requires a sign up at the cost of, see if we click login, sign up. Yes, it costs $50 a year to become a member of this website, but if we go back to the main page and click on build a test, it will let you create your own test for free. So you can see right here. There are certain limitations. So it says you can build a test for free on Testmoz, but remember these limits: 50 questions per test and 100 responses per test. And there are also more limitations, which we'll get into when we start building the test. But I actually have a test that I was going to give my 5th grade students on photosynthesis before we had all this COVID craziness that I am going to make into a online quiz using this resource and just kind of walk you through that process. So the test name is going to be photosynthesis quiz. So write the test name right here. Quiz. Okay, the password I'm just going to do as my last name, which is Elgin, E-L-G-I-N. Retype the password, E-L-G-I-N. Okay. So I entered that, and it's going to take you to this quiz dashboard. All right, so write down your password. That's this task number 0 right here. Bookmark this page and write down your password. It is absolutely critical that you do this because there's no way to recover the URL or a password. So I would recommend making your password something easy, like your name or password, maybe the name of your school, just to keep it easy and simple so that you won't forget. All right. So we're gonna get started. You basically go to step 1, like I clicked on step 1, and it has these basic settings. So the basic settings, I have the test name, introduction. What I would write in the introduction would basically something along the lines of, please make sure you take this test somewhere in a quiet setting. You will have 1 try, and this test is graded. Basically just an introduction to the quiz. So I'm going to write in welcome. Sorry, I'm taking a little while. I'm typing with one hand, recording with the other. Okay, and then after that, you can click a color scheme. There's blue, crimson, and gray, ginghis. I am gonna go with the crimson and gray because I graduated from the University of Alabama. English, or it says you can choose the language for the Testmoz student interface. So if you wanted to create a Spanish version of the test or another language for your ESL kiddos, you could do that here. I'm gonna do English because that is the language that the majority of my students speak. Okay, then there are some question settings that you will find here. I wanna show all of the test questions on one page, so I'm just gonna keep these as they are. And this is the conclusion text. So the text that your students will see after they take their test. You could add something here such as congratulations, you finished, or have a great rest of your day, whatever you prefer. This part is a really important part. It's the access control. Who can take your test? Anyone, someone who enters a passcode. I'm gonna click that one. So I'm gonna do the same passcode, Elgin. For anyone who gets the link, they're gonna have to enter that passcode to take the quiz or test. How much time do test takers have to complete this test? So I can set a time limit. Let's say I'm gonna do 30 minutes, because that's how long they would have in my class if we were taking the test non-virtually. And how many times can someone take your test? I'm gonna do 1 time, like I said before. Okay? And then, how should test takers identify themselves? It has enter your name is what automatically is written there, so I'm gonna keep that. And then these are different functionalities that you can enable or disable. And do I wanna receive an email whenever someone finishes this test? I'm gonna say no, because this is just an example test. I will save. Okay, now the settings are updated, but my test has no questions. So I'm going to now enter a question type. These are the different types of questions that I can add. Most of my quiz that I've already made is multiple choice. So I'm gonna do first multiple choice, choose 1. I have the questions already created here. So I'm just gonna copy and paste it into the question box and then add my different answer choices. Oops, sorry. So as you can see, I'm just adding the different choices into the blanks where it says choice 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I have my question and I have my answers. Now I'm going to mark which answer is going to be the correct answer. So I'm going to mark autotroph. And there we go. I've created my first question. It says save, so I'm gonna go ahead and save that. So it says it's auto-saved. All right. Now let's say I wanted to add most of these that I have created are multiple choice, but I do have some short answer at the end. So if I wanted to add a short answer question to my test, I would go back to questions, insert, would go to essay. And so here I have the ability to insert the question, and then the students will have this text box in which they can answer their question. And so what I would write right here is what the correct answer to the question would be. And then I can choose whether or not I show an explanation. Actually, this is a great example of one of the things that you would need to sign up for the $50 per year membership for. So as you're creating your test, you kind of come along different pop-ups when you're trying to do different types of questions that may not be accessible for the free version. So for example, any of the survey questions like that I just tried, those are only able to be accessed by people who purchase the membership. So any of these I wouldn't be able to do. Okay, and just for time's sake, I'm gonna go ahead and act like this would be my whole test. So I'm gonna publish. Publish photosynthesis quiz. Here I could possibly download a paper copy or a Word document, and I could show the answers, show the explanations, etc., just in case I wanted to have my own copy or a copy for a student that maybe didn't have access to the website. And so I'm gonna go ahead and click publish. and my test has been published. And so it says your test has been published and available at testmoz.com. So what I would do is I would copy and paste this URL and the passcode and send that to my students, and they would be able to access the test. And then here is where I would access the results, over here on the results tab. Obviously no one has taken my quiz, but hopefully some of you will go in and take my practice quiz so that I can have results. And so that's basically it for Testmoz. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and hope that you enjoy using this resource in your classroom.